Konnichiwa minna. Hello Straw Hats. In this video, I will be doing a One Piece chapter review. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely use your devil fruit abilities to hit that subscribe button down below. So let's get started. So this will be One Piece chapter 1148 titled Ronya. So we start off with the cover page of Yamato holding Kamamatsu's hat. So it says Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 33. On the way to Hakumai to deliver to Kamamatsu the hat entrusted by Otama. So really cool cover page. We have Yamato holding Kamamatsu's hat. We have Who's Who, we have Speed, we have Raizo. So basically most of the scabbards, but not all of them. So then we go to the actual chapter where we see Ronya, one of the kids, is walking the arrowplank created by Gunko. So Ronya's all like, wow, my legs made me veer off. And then we have Yuvilla saying, Ronya, you're gonna fall, just stop, you're gonna fall. But she has like no control of that, probably because of Summers. And then she's all like, this is weird. Like, don't worry about me, Yuvilla. Like, I'm good, no problem, this is nothing. So she continues to walk until she gets to the edge of the arrowplank. So then we see Gunko basically saying, Summers, the first brat is about to fall. And then then Summers says, perfect. Make sure all of Elbath hears her voice. So, like, that just shows how horrible Summer is. Like, that he's doing this to these kids, but he wants the whole world to know what he's doing. So then Summers is basically, he puts Gerald in an ultimatum. Like, basically he says, you have 30 seconds, you still haven't made a decision or I will drop the first kid, or the teachers. So then we have the civilians of Elbath saying, this is crazy, Lord Gerald. Some people are all like, well, we have to protect the library because like it has really important books. And like it's passed down from generation to generations, knowledge is power and all that stuff. But like at the same time, like it's gonna cost the lives of Elbath. So is it even worth saving the library? So the civilians of Elbath are going back and forth on that. The problem isn't their demands. It's the decision we have to make. Whether to submit to these guys or not. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. Either you submit to them or you be a rebel. That's basically what the two choices are. So then we cut back to Robin and Chopper. So we see Saul face planted into the ground because he did go through a rough fight with Summers. So yeah, so it looks like Saul is down for the count, like unfortunately. So then Robin says, Chopper, you stay here, I will handle Summers. Like it's very risky, it's very dangerous. And then of course Robin pulls the Gohan turning into Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. I can't control my emotions anymore. That's what happens to Robin. So that's what happens to her. And then we see Summer saying, you want to get rid of the kids. And then Jinbei is all like, you're insane, Summers. Like, you're really insane. Even the worst criminals don't take out the kids as hostages. And then, of course, Summer, being the evil person that he is, ha ha ha, I don't care about what you say, I'm gonna do it anyway. So then we see Bonnie saying, Frankie, I will join too. Like, of course, do what it needs to be done. So we see Frankie and Bonnie, they're going to work together. And then, of course, we see Dory and Broggy as well. So the whole group is basically saying, head out to Route 8. Head out to Route 8. So then we see Summers saying, also when you burn the school and the library, no book should ever be taken out. simply because what we want to destroy. Okay, so basically, do not take any books out. We want the whole library just incinerated into flames, turn every book like into ashes because knowledge is power and we can't have that. So we see Summer saying, is your culture and your history. And then we see Robin doing her Saint-Fleur. And then she does the Huga style, 8 trigrams, 64 palms, 8 trigrams palm rotation, gentle fist style, twin lion fist, gentle fist art, 8 trigrams, 64 palms. So any other Huga technique you can think of from Naruto, that's what Robin is doing to Summers. So Robin is just doing that to Summers, and he gets pushed back. And then Summers is all like, Robin, are you okay? Oh yeah, so sorry, Jinbei is saying this. So Robin, look, are you okay? So then Summers gets knocked for the count. And then so Jinbei is all like, be careful. We don't know much about them yet. Well, we do know a little bit about them because like in the previous chapter, we see Brook using his Yomi Yomi no Mi to take out half of Gunko's body. And then she can basically just regenerate while she's talking. So then Robin is all like, yes, I know that, Jinbei. So then we see Robin using her cuatro manos. So 4 hands, because cuatro means 4 in Japanese. Oh, sorry, in Spanish. Cuatro means 4 in Spanish, and manos means hands in Spanish. So Robin uses that technique, and then she snaps. Yeah, so she snaps Summer's neck, basically, with that technique. So yeah, so she uses her clinch. So it looks like she breaks his hands, and then she also breaks like his neck too. So then Jinbei is all like, well done, Robin, you broke him. Yeah, so then we see Summers on the ground again. And then, of course, we see Summers get back up, trying to fix like his neck that Robin has broken. And then, of course, Usopp is all like, oh man, he's a zombie too. I'm like, we have Gunko, she's a zombie, and also Summers is a zombie too. So, yeah, Usopp, I think all of the Gods Knights are zombies. Like, even Shamrock, even, so basically the rest of the Gods Knights, they're zombies, basically. So then we see Robin running towards Summers. She holds him like this, and then they're falling off the cliff. And then, of course, Summers being weird, basically saying, hey, what are you doing? Don't tell me you're in love with me and all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, Summers, okay. So both of them, both of them jumped off the cliff. And then Summers is all like, seriously? You actually jumped? Are you trying to get rid of yourself? Your feelings touch me, but I don't want to follow you to the afterlife. So Summer says that, and then Jinbei, like, and the rest of the Straw Hat crew is like, what is she doing? And then Robin, being smart as ever, like it's like I love Robin. She's definitely one of my favorites. So she's all like, I know you perfectly, that you are immortal. Those invisible thorns disappear. We can save the kids. So you thought that by throwing me off the cliff, you put the kids out of my reach power. Okay, so now we know the weakness of Summer. So basically, Summer does have like invisible thorns that you cannot see, obviously, but he has a range to that as far as like the invisible thorns. Like we don't know what the range is with just his regular thorns that you can see, but we know that the invisible thorns now do have a range. So Summers is all like, not a bad girl. And then Summers uses, I guess, his real thorns now to stab Robin throughout the entirety of her body, head to toe. That's what happens to her. But then she vanishes. So she's kind of like Kasumi from like the Dead or Alive series. So she kind of reminds me of that. She kind of reminds me of Kasumi. So she disappears. or she does the shadow clone jutsu, I guess. And then so Robin is on like only 10 seconds left. So 10 seconds until Ronya falls off the arrow cliff. And then of course we see Summers. He's using his thorn devil fruit ability as like a rope. So he's like hanging there from like, I guess, the tree of Yggdrasil. And then of course he communicates to the people telepathically, like King Kai from Dragon Ball Z. And basically he says, I need an answer, Gerald. Gunko, make them hear the girl's voice. Summer, you are so horrible. I hope what goes around comes around when it comes to you. And then so we cut back to Gunko, and Gunko's all like, say something. And then Ronya is like, Master Gerald. And then the rest of the kids are like, Ronya. So Ronya is saying, I love the school. I have lots of friends there. And I love the library too, because of the books teach us so much about the world. That's why they want to burn the library down, because knowledge is power, and the God's Knights, they don't want that. And my teachers taught me that we shouldn't bother people, and that we shouldn't do things they don't like. And if the school and the library have disappeared so I can survive, I think that it will bother everyone. That is why it's better if I fall. Master Gerald, don't worry about me. And then we see just Ronya just bawling her eyes out, which, man, One Piece, so emotional. I've always been lucky. It's going to be okay. Ronya, I really like Ronya. She seems so sweet, and she is the most optimistic character I have ever seen in my life, minus Luffy. So, yeah, she's brave, for sure. And then, so Summers counts down 2, 1, Angie. Set the school on fire. And then, so it happens. So, the library is on fire. And then we do see Summers saying, like because his arm is missing from the fight between him and Robin. And then so Summers is all like, I cannot regenerate. Like, what's going on? Like, what is going on here? Like, why can't I regenerate? And then, oh, is that Loki? It looks like that's Loki, I think. So then we see, oh yeah, so we see Robin. So she's tied up with the thorns. Oh, so when Summers, so the reason why he's hanging down like from like his thorns, like a rope, is because he attached his thorn ropes to Robin as like an anchor. Man, Summers, you are horrible. And then like I feel so bad for Robin. I feel so bad for her. Yeah, so, and then we see Summers. Yeah, it looks like Summers got penetrated by his own thorns. I guess Robin with like her Hana no Mi, like I guess she took Summers' thorns and kind of used it like a knife, like stabbed him in the back, I guess. So, wow. What a fight, man. What a fight between those two. Awesome fight. Awesome fight. Like, yeah. Yeah, Summers, you get what you deserve. But yeah, but Robin seems hurt too. So I guess the technique is kind of like a double-edged sword when it comes to that, I guess. So, yeah, guys, that is it about the chapter. So, it makes me wonder, since Summers ordered Hanji to burn down the library and burn down pretty much everything, which caused Summers to not regenerate his arm, like he can't do it. So let me get this straight, Summers. You ordered Hanji to burn down the library but at the same time, you cannot regenerate. So I think Summers is stupid at the same time. He's strong, but he's stupid. I've come to that conclusion. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. And also, what do you guys think of the chapter? I would love to know. So, yeah, guys, I think there is going to be a break next week. But the following week there is going to be a One Piece chapter, and I will do a review of that. So, yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane!